There was a great philosopher back in the 1900s by the name of Jack Nicholson, and one of the questions that he posed was, where does he get all those wonderful toys? Well, for me, mostly just down here, under there.
Welcome to CK4RC.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chaz, this is CK4RC, and I've got some goodies on the bench today. I got some real good stuff that I need to get out and play with a little bit. So most recently, Hobby King brought out a new Turnigy 3S battery pack, and they asked me if I wanted to test this thing out, and I was like, yeah, 3S sounds great, let's do it. So they sent me one. I'm going to test this thing out, but first I got to slap it on the good old GT Power X2 Pro charger and get this thing charged up so that way it's ready to rip. I'm going to use my good old Relarlo Rogue One because probably one of my fastest RCs, so I want to see how the Turnigy 3S battery does on that beast, and just to see how it does, because I'm going to compare this with a stock battery as well. I think they're pretty similar as far as the discharge rate and all that stuff, so be curious to see how they hold up. I got a new GPS from SkyRC, so I might take this and do a GPS competition as well with my old budget-friendly GPS GPS unit. It's a bike speedometer. But I might put it up against the good old SkyRC GNSS that is Bluetooth supported with an app. So that'll be a lot of fun to test as well. And then my good old X2 Pro from GT Power is also app enabled, Bluetooth friendly, whatever. So I'll be able to plug this in and monitor it from my phone while I'm watching football. Because, come on, that's good living. That's all that is. So let me get this thing charged up. I'll show you how the GT Power works, and then we're gonna get outside and we're gonna give some rips to the Relarlo, and hopefully it'll hold up. Hopefully I'll have good space to be able to really wind it out a little bit, but we'll see. So enough blabbing, let's get to it. All right, here we are. We got the Relarlo Rogue One Gladiator ready to go. We've got the clamp phone mount on the transmitter ready to go. We've got the stock Relarlo battery. It's 2200 milliamp 3S with 35C discharge rate. And then I've got the good old Turnigy 3300 milliamp with a 30C discharge rate. I'm really looking forward to seeing how long this thing lasts. We're gonna start a timer for each battery and see how long they go. And then I've got my brand new speed speedometer, speed tracker, speed analyzer, and then my super high-tech mounting system. That'll probably work. But first things first, before I do anything, because I learned my lesson from the last time, I'm gonna make sure these wheel hexes are nice and tight. So I don't remember what size they are. Is it 5.5 maybe? Let's see. 5.5. Nailed it. All right, I'm gonna get these tightened up. I'm gonna throw the stock battery in here. We're gonna do a speed run. And then of course I've got my ramp over here to just send it. So we'll see how high, we'll see how far, we'll see how many backflip rotations I can get, and hopefully I don't break anything. But hey, you guys know me, we'll see what happens. No promises. Okay, we've got visual proof here where we're starting off with the stock pack, and we're gonna do the speed run first. I'm gonna take this out so it doesn't break whenever I start bashing. But the speed run will be first with a fully charged battery. So let's get to it. First things first, we've got to get a classic shot of the ballooning tires. That's just cool. Love it. All right, now let me get the GNSS on and start tracking it. All right, so a bit of bad news. My GNSS apparently has died and it is not syncing up with my app. So I'm not going to be able to track the top speed with these battery packs today, but I am just going to give it a rip and see how long each of these battery packs last. So that ramp, this parking lot, and there might be an open gate over there with some gravel that I can get into. We'll see what happens. All right, well, there used to be a gate down there that was open and you could get some access to some of the gravel, which they probably don't want people doing that. And so that gate is not open anymore, but that doesn't mean we can't give this a rip, and I can still get some speed runs in. I'm just not gonna be able to see how fast it's going. I love this thing so much. Wind it up, slow it down, get a turnaround. Here we go, wind it up. Full beans, oh man. I got full beans for a split second. This thing is so wicked. All right, go down here towards the end. Here we go. Full beans, stop. Oh man, this thing is so good. I really wish my speedometer was working. This thing is so much fun. It's tracking just a little wrong. This is bad. Whoa! Nailed it! That was awesome! That was so good. There's full beans. Oh my gosh, this thing is so fast. All right, let's see if I can line it up for a backflip. Let's see if we can see how many rotations I get here. Oh! I got a half of one and then the other half of one. This ramp is not able to sustain the speeds from this Rogue One. All right, this is a bad idea, this is a bad idea, this is a bad idea. Okay, we nailed it. That's exactly what I was going for. Oh, come on, self-right. There it is. Of course, I walked all the way over here and finally got it. That was just sloppy. That's all that was. Oh, are you serious? Okay. This thing is capable of standing backflips, and I'm not even trying to do that. But that's what it's trying. It's trying to do it, but I'm not. Ugh. All right, let me come in nice and slow and give it all the speed and see how many rotations we can get on the backflip. Oh, did I get on it too soon and it just took out the whole ramp? I mean, that's probably what happened. Let me roll up here. Was that a double back? I think it was a double back. It wasn't a triple, was it? I think it was a double. I'll go back and slow it down and we'll see. But I think I managed to pull off a double back with a super slow entry. Oh, didn't pull that one off at all. But that's not gonna stop me from giving it more goes. Oh, you dummy. I knew I was gonna do that. This battery's gonna die just from the truck being on its lid so much. That's half throttle. Probably shouldn't stand in front of the ramp. That's probably just a bad idea. Oh, I nailed the jump and then ruined the takeoff, or the relaunch. This thing is, I just love this truck. It is so good, it's so fast. All right, here we go. Ugh. Oh! You're not supposed to do that. All I want to do is get a solid backflip. And, well, that's my fault. That's not even the ramp. That's just my fault. Come on, I can't even get flipped over with my foot now. I'm just not good at being a human. I think that's what it comes down to. That's such a dumb way to take off. And I don't know how many times I've done it, and it's not gonna stop me from doing it again. I can tell it's starting to lose a little bit of juice though, because I can't get it to pop a wheelie like it was. Oof. That was a hard hit. That was a hard hit, and that was, this scuff right here is what that one was. That was tough. This thing is so cool. All right, nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. Oh, not quite the double. I think I can do it though. All right, I'm getting the formula down. Nice and slow. Nice and slow, then juice. Then juice. It is squatting a little weird right now, so I'm not real sure what's going on. It looks like maybe that rear shock might be sitting a little weird. But nailed a double backflip off of it though. All right, nice and slow on the approach. Ah, that was sloppy. Make sure I don't take out any pedestrians. That'd probably be real bad. I'm not sure if I have insurance to cover that. Oh, I turned the wrong way on the recovery. Yes, that was awesome. I'm getting these double backflips down. That didn't even get that single backflip down that time. Can I hit that from way over here? I did, and I landed it. That's how much of my driving is just sheer dumb luck. The answer is almost all of it. Oh, I am so bad at driving RCs. That was poor driving and poor kickflip. Do a kickflip! Nailed it. Oh, there's low voltage cutoff. Yep, there it is. Low voltage cutoff, 25 minutes into the stock battery pack. That is crazy. Guys, the electronics on this thing are still nice and cool. That heat sink, barely even warm. The ESC is completely cool to the touch. This thing is an absolute animal, which isn't new. This truck is not new. I just love it. All right, we're back out here. Take two with the Rogue One. Last time I was here, the GNSS was dead, and the stock pack ran for 25 minutes, and I started running out of time to be able to check the Turnigy pack. So I'm out here again, same location, but a different area because the construction crew is actually working over there, so I can't use my normal runway. but I'm hoping this will be just enough room to get some speed runs in. So I am gonna hook up the stock battery first and get a speed run, and then I'm gonna switch to the Turnigy battery and do a speed run, and then I'll start a timer and see how long this battery lasts and give it a rip. I've got a few different jumps. I'll get those scattered around the parking lot, and I'll do my best to hit some of them. So let me get this set up for the speed run on the stock battery, and we'll go from there. All right, time for the stock. You can see the stock pack in there. I left the body off. It's fully charged. We've got the GNSS on there. Let's go. Okay, I think I'll be able to get this up to top speed. I definitely got it up to top speed, but it's not for very long. So I can't really wind it up real high. Oh, there it is, there it is. No, 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 oh no! Oh, that was the GPS that just flew off. That's not good. Truck's still running. Steering, that's a good sign. All right, well, let's go see. That's real bad. That's real bad. That's why I can't have nice things, you guys. All right, let's see what it says. All right, speed run for the Turnigy battery. I got everything. The old Sky RC GNSS is looking a little beat up these days. And I also lost my antenna cap. Yeah, things aren't going real great. So we'll see what happens here. The Rogue One is still holding up like a champ though, so that's cool. I love this truck so much. All right, here we go. Didn't quite get up to full speed there. I'm getting a little nervous about, oh no, got on it a little too quick. You know what, let's take this lap and build up, get a rolling start on this. I think that'll work out better. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Full beans. No, no, no. Oh, nice, I kept it on all fours. All right, bring it back. Oh, wow, that was a great speed run right there. Okay, bring it back. Yes. All right, so let's see what we got here. Looking at 45 miles an hour. So a lower discharge rate, but a higher top speed. So that's cool. All right, well, let me get the GPS off here, get the body on there, and then we've got some jumps over here. This is not gonna go well, but let's see how long this battery will last, or if it'll outlast the truck. That might be the better question. Oh my. Guys, after closer inspection, this truck is not in good shape. Look at this shock tower. This thing is so bent. And I'm missing a dog bone on the front right over here, so I'm running on 3-wheel speed right now. And I got a higher top speed after all that. Oh my goodness. All right, well, time for the inflation shot. I love the ballooning. That's awesome. I'm only getting it on 3 wheels because that one right there ain't turning, but whatever. All right, we're gonna run it until it won't run no more. So here we go. Let me start a timer and I will show you how long either this battery or the truck lasts. Yeah, this thing's still ready to rip. And if it's ready to rip, I'm ready to rip. So let's do it. There we go. All right. A little bit of air control there. That was not good. Getting a bad lean over here, fellas. Yeah, that front tire not being engaged is making it fly a little weird. As you can imagine, I'm not getting the same kind of rotation. It's not even, and it's taking some weird angles off the jump. All right, well, I'm just gonna keep running this thing and see how long this battery lasts, and that's what we'll do. The downside of running a battery that's not designed for the truck is just that, but I mean, it's probably fine. It's probably fine, you know? I mean, I can't get this battery post in, or the body post in there, so it's not helping keep the battery secure, but whatever, we're still going. Oh, come on, that was a good jump. Couldn't stick that landing? Brother. Yeah, that battery is all over the place in there. Yeah, just gotta take it real easy off the jumps here, or just miss them completely. Come on. Uh-oh. That looks like a shock collar is what that looks like. I don't think this truck's gonna last much longer, fellas, but whatever. Well, as you can imagine, you might find it hard to believe. You probably won't, though. As you can imagine, I definitely just smashed this curb, and now we're just dragging battery. That's probably not good for it. So let me get that tucked back in. We're still going strong somehow or another, so we're gonna keep it up. We've got this guy on the controls here, and he drives a lot better than I do. So he just eased up to that curb. He didn't smash into it like I do. We've got it down probably around 30% right now on the throttle, and he's controlling it like a champ. He backed it up a second ago so he could get a good run up. He's got it down. Good throttle control. You're doing awesome, dude. Yeah, nicely done. So we're back in the Cluttered Basement Studios. The Rogue One Gladiator has seen better days. The shock tower, that's not looking so straight. This thing's not supposed to be like that. So I've got a little bit of work to do on this thing. So I didn't get to fully test this Turnigy battery, the new Turnigy battery, but I ran it for 35 minutes. I'm gonna throw my the stopwatch, the timer that I had running. I'll slap that up here so you can see exactly how long the truck was running with the battery. And I've got it slapped on here, so I will also slap up the level of where the battery is right now. I came home with it. I ran it for 35 minutes of hard bashing. Clearly hard bashing, and it still has 60% charge left on it. I could have run this thing for over an hour, and this is the part that surprised me the most. It has a lower discharge rate than the stock battery, but I managed to get a higher top speed. That part surprised me. I'm not a battery guru, so I'm not sure how all that stuff works, but discharge, I don't know if it's just supposed to be more acceleration, more punch. I thought it was kind of just across the board, whether it's acceleration, whether it's top end. Maybe I'm wrong. If you know, go ahead and drop it down in the comments and say, hey, dummy, it's what it is. So regardless, this new Turnigy battery is phenomenal, and it took a beating, and it's still in really good shape. The wrapping, the tape is not ripped or torn or anything else. It's still in really good shape. So there's the test. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do a full battery pack on there, but man, I beat that truck up so much, and I'm kind of bummed that it's busted because I love that thing. Special shout out to Milo and his dad Andy while I was out testing this thing. They showed up, they came over and were curious about what I was up to. Walked up to me. How fast does that thing go? Well, I got it to 45. So they were fascinated, they were curious. We'll let Milo give it a rip, as you saw in the footage. That little dude did incredible with the throttle control. He wrecked it way less than I did. Not surprising. But anyway, Milo, Andy, it was great meeting you guys, and hopefully I was able to get a couple new folks into the hobby with that. Milo was pretty pumped, so hopefully he keeps that passion alive for the RC hobby. So there's the review. If you're looking for high quality batteries, Turnigy is the way to go. You can get them from Hobby King. I have affiliate links and discount codes down in the description. Use those, stock up on batteries. They have crawler batteries, they have basher batteries. They've got what you need. If you need it, they got it. So a special shout out to Hobby King for deciding to send this to me and have me test it out. I appreciate their partnership with that. It surprised me. I did not expect it to do as well as it did. And just being 100% honest with you, this battery was phenomenal, and I'm super bummed I didn't get to finish the pack. But I'll get this thing fixed, and now I've got a bigger, better, faster battery to be able to use the next time I want to go bashing. So there is the battery test for the new Turnigy 3.3 3300 milliamp 3S battery. That's a mouthful. But there it is. Hit that quadfecta for me before you go. If you're still with me, drop battery power down in the comments. Battery power. And if you know how batteries work, a little bit of information, that would go a long way. That way the other viewers that I can't help, maybe you can help them. So anyway, quadfecta. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Keep doing RC stuff, and I'll see you next time.
Big time thank you to my members and channel partners, and if you would like to join the ranks, click on that join button for exclusive content, never before seen videos, early access to videos, and other exclusive content, pictures, polls, and having an active voice in what comes next on the channel. So appreciate the support, click on that join button, and thank you so much to the channel members.